What's up, guys? We are back. Fitness Profit Multiplier, Anthony and Jimmy. Today, we're going to be outlining for you guys the 2023 marketing calendar to grow your gym. We're going to outline what you should do, when, why, and avoid what we like to call squirrel marketing, where your brain's kind of all over the place and you're like, well, it's February now, and Valentine's Day is here, so I should do something for Valentine's Day. And it's like February 10th. So that's a problem. So let's get into the marketing calendar and how to set up your business for success. So Jimmy, why is it important to have a marketing calendar?
Well, why is it important to have a training program? Why is it important to track your macros and have an eating plan? You know, it's all the same stuff, right? Your business is no different than the X's and O's of training. There's just so many people get into business and they just think it should just work, where there's a lot of pieces that you have to put together to make it actually work properly. So why is a marketing plan important? It's your plan, it's your structure, it's your guidepost to see if you're on track or off track, or what your plan is moving forward and what you're going to be doing to grow your business ultimately, right? And it gives you the path. If something doesn't work, you had it planned, you tried it, you can look back and go, that promotion didn't work, right? And you can make changes in regards to your marketing plan. But if you're flying by the seat of your pants and you don't know when the next promotion's coming, then you don't know what works and you don't know how to actually execute these things properly. And you don't give people enough lead time. Like, people need lead time. People need to be reminded that you're doing something. So helps you actually have a structure so you know what's coming and you know what you should be focusing on, as opposed to, like Anthony said, having this shiny object syndrome stuff where you're just like, oh, let's do this. Oh, let's do that. Oh, we should do this now. Like, man, your life is so much easier with a marketing calendar.
It actually also gives you more clarity on what needs to be done. And you also can have more profitability from it because you're going to expect more things. And we'll explain why and why this is, but we have a certain amount of referral plays that are put on the marketing calendar for a reason, because it's designed to grow the gym. So there's a certain things and certain plays that we do. And it's funny. It's like with every other thing in the world, look at sports. Sports is probably the best example. But sports, every NFL team, baseball, whatever, they all have the playoffs. They have like the main event, everybody leading up to that main event. And then they also have like their things in between, like football, they have the Pro Bowl and they have preseason. It's all the same thing. And they follow that same trend every year. Why? Because it works, right? It leads up to that. Same thing with your marketing stuff. Every January, you should be doing this play. Every August, you should be doing this play, because it's just pillars in your business that you need to have. And again, I've said this on so many other episodes. Your fitness business is your business. So you have the autonomy to do anything you want. If you want to make January the month where you do whatever it is, then you could do that. That's what's beautiful about owning your own business. You have that ability to do that. But you have to have these pillar things in there that help to grow your business along the way too. So Jimmy, you want to get right into it and go right into what we should do, what we recommend for January and why? And
Sure.
All right. Yeah. So first things first, we're going to start the year off with Buddy Week. And a lot of people, myself included, would say, well, everybody's doing a fitness challenge, so maybe I should do a fitness challenge every January. But here's why you shouldn't. And here's why I believe you shouldn't also. January is the time where everyone's doing fitness challenges. So you don't look different from everybody else. You're going to blend in with all that noise. So January is the perfect time to do Buddy Week. If you guys have never done a Buddy Week promotion before, very simple. I'm not even going to explain it to you. You're just going to click that link below and you can get the free training on how to get 10 clients every time you do Buddy Week. So we recommend running a referral-based thing like Buddy Week probably about 6 times a year. So if you do the math, that's 60 clients added to your bottom line with 0 ad spend if you do Buddy Week correctly. So we recommend starting the year off with Buddy Week, starting off with those referrals and getting people in there. And this is why I think it's really good to start off the year with it too, because your clients who are currently coming into the gym have friends who are thinking about doing things. Now, if you have a buddy week, they're going to invite their friend in who's thinking about starting something up, and they're going to invite their friend in who's going to come in and say, yeah, it's January. I want to do something for myself. This is perfect.
Exactly. Buddy week's killer. Buddy week is killer. Now, a lot of times in December leading up to January, we'll do some apparel promos and supplement promos and all kinds of different stuff. So a lot of times in January, at least in my business, we kind of leave it at that, right? You could do a charity workout or something of that nature, but a lot of times we kind of leave January at that with the buddy week. I don't know if Anthony does anything additional, but we spend some time.
That's what I was gonna.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I've experimented with this so many times, and you can't do more than 2 things every month, guys. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. When you put out a marketing calendar, you cannot do multiple things at once, because remember, you have to market everything you do, and you should be marketing 10 to 14 days prior to the thing that you're trying to do. So if you do 1 or 2 events in a month, that's the whole month just to promote those 2 things. You can't have an event every week or something going on every week. It's too much. It's information overload for the clients. So
right.
1 to 2 things. 1 is preferable. And again, this is like internal. This is in addition to just running your normal advertising that you would normally be running outside of that as well. But go ahead, Jimmy. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. But good point.
So if we start to look at the year as a whole, like if you're looking at January right now and you're going, it's January, I got no plan, I don't know what I'm doing, just run a buddy week like next week. You got the training, watch it, run buddy week next week. It'll be fine, right? And that's fine, right? Now, if you have your list segmented, then we can talk about different ways to run that, because you can run multiple things if you have a segmented list. Like you have former clients, current clients, and people that have never been clients, right, on your list. And you kind of segment them in that way. You can send different marketing messages to different aspects of that list. So you can run different promotions at different times that are geared towards a different audience, right? So yes, doing 2 marketing initiatives to the same audience in 1 month is all you want to do, because you don't want to overload them. But you can do different marketing initiatives to different audiences. So you could run multiple things. Like in January, you could run buddy week to your main list, buddy week to your current client list, have a charity workout that you send out to your entire list, and then you have a reactivation campaign that you send out to your former clients all at the same time, right? So you could run that all together and be pretty profitable in January without a ton of work on like ad spend, because a lot of people are looking to get back to the gym. Like we've just had 4 people reactivate this week. So it's like people are ready. They're ready to reactivate. Like the reactivation is pretty good in January. The new clients are pretty good at the end of February, just to be completely honest. So let's look at the calendar as a whole, look at the year and how we want to program each different initiative. So we have a couple of different things we want to run. Now, we're always going to be running some form of digital marketing, right? And that digital direct response marketing is not really something that is influenced by your marketing calendar. That's what a lot of people get wrong, is they think, oh, I have to run this promo, so this promo has to be on everything. This promo has to be in my email, on Facebook, on this, on that, da-da-da-da-da. Facebook leads and YouTube or whatever else you're using are receiving a different message than the people on your list or in your gym. They're not the same person. So it doesn't matter if you're running a 6-week fat loss challenge that's internal in your gym. You can run a 28-day bulletproof your body program on Facebook at the same time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be this congruent thing where like everybody's watching everything you do all the time. Like you may think that at the beginning when you're first a gym owner, you're like, oh, everything has to be congruent. Like everybody is going to look at and meticulously break down everything I do. They don't care, right? Like your clients don't even know when you're running Buddy Week unless you remind them 4 times before it happens, right? The clients are in your gym all the time. So you may be thinking about it a lot because it's your entire life, but for them, it's 45 minutes of their day, a couple days a week, right? So you got to remind them. That's one of the keys with the marketing calendar. But if we're to plan the entire marketing calendar out, we have different categories that we want to satisfy, right? We have referral, we have events, we have reactivation, right? Those are really our main things that we want to program in there, okay? And we have upsell promos, right? So your supplements, your apparel, things like that. And we want to sprinkle those throughout the year in a fashion that doesn't make them compete with each other too much. And we want them at a certain frequency. So now I'm not going to tell you when to run what, but what we are going to tell you today, like Anthony had touched on, we run Buddy Week 6 times a year, every other month, okay? We run charity workouts around the same cadence, a little bit less than that. We probably at our facility run 4 charity workouts a year, okay? We have 3 parties a year for the gym members, right? Anniversary party, summer party, Christmas party, right? Then we'll have a reactivation campaign that we send out once a quarter, so 3 times a year. And then we have supplement and apparel sales that happen 4 to 6 times a year as well, right? Now, maybe I missed something, maybe I didn't, but that's generally how we structure things. And then we have a meeting with our staff once a year where we go in and we go, where are we going to put this? Where are we going to put that? Where are we going to put this? Where are we going to put that? We put it all in the calendar, and then our staff comes together and go, this is what our numbers looked like last year. How can we improve upon those numbers this year in terms of retention, initiatives we can do to like better serve our members? How can we get more leads, or how can we close more people, or whatever? And what initiatives do we need to put together to improve upon that? And that's kind of our yearly planning meeting that we have with our entire staff. So let me know if I missed anything or if that's confusing, Anthony, but that's kind of how we do it with our marketing calendar. It's pretty simple.
No, yeah, and that's what I was going to say too. So we will alternate them between like a Buddy Week and then the next month. So for February, if we're looking at February, it's either, and I changed this myself because I don't like to do these. I just don't, I know they're profitable. I just don't like them because I don't think it's good for my clients to have to jump on challenge to challenge, but they do bring in money, right? So a fat loss challenge is great to run back to back to this. So February,
I did forget that. I did forget the challenge. That's what I forgot. The internal fat loss challenge. Yes.
Yeah.
3 times a year. 3 times a year we run those. Yeah.
So what we do instead is, because again, like I told you guys, you know, you could run your own thing. It's your gym. You do whatever you want. So for us, I just don't really personally, we focus on fat loss year round anyway. So for us to have like a challenge doesn't really make sense. But anyway, we've done it. It's not like we haven't, and we probably will do it at some point. But for what we have on our calendar for February is we're going to do a seminar. One of our main pillars in our business is education. We really want to teach our clients how to do this for life and sustainability and all that stuff. So we do seminars, and we do seminars pretty regularly. So for us, February is a perfect time for us to throw a seminar in there, remotivate the clients and things like that. So that's what we have for February. March, I don't know, Jimmy, if you want to touch on anything else in February. I was just going to go down the list I kind of name them off quick. March, then you would do, again, either a charity workout, a specialty workout. We always have we do a lot of specialty workouts. You know, we have a lot of like fitness challenges, we call them, and things like that, where they come in for a special workout, charity workouts, and again, another Buddy Week. And I love to do, Jimmy and I have talked about this so many times, but backing in Buddy Week to a charity workout is always really cool because you're marketing kind of the same thing. And it's a good way to get people in because there's a reason for it, right? Like, why are you having a Buddy Week? Why are you doing this special workout? Well, we're raising money for charity.
And then they come in for the charity workout, and then they have an opportunity to come in for Buddy Week the following week, right? So they have an opportunity to try your gym out like 3 separate times for free. And then closing them just becomes so much easier because a lot of times they're a referral, right? You can get random people to join your charity workouts. That does happen if you market them properly organically on Facebook. I wouldn't put any paid advertising on a charity workout personally. But organically marketing them on social media can help you to get some random people to join your charity workout and ultimately join your gym. So that's one of the things we want to use there. And if you're running seminars, invite your members to bring their friends in. Like, it's a no-brainer. Invite them to bring their friends in because that's another lead, right? You're doing it already for your members. So, and maybe, I don't know, and maybe Anthony has a ironclad way of getting the community involved and getting more random people to come into his seminars. But for the most part, whenever I run a seminar, a lot of times, a lot of your members come to get educated, and then they'll bring a friend or two, right? And that's generally what you're going to see. But every other month, if you're doing a seminar and you get 2 or 3 friends from your members to come in, that's 2 or 3 leads that you wouldn't have gotten. And it only costs you building the seminar, and your staff could probably even run the seminar, right?
Yeah, exactly. So again, I like it. For us, education's big. So that's why we do them. And again, and Jimmy said like exactly what he said. The best way to do it is to have them bring their friends in. Again, I like to look at seminars as almost like a retention tool more than getting new leads in. Retention is really important when you're at the stage that Jimmy and I are at. So that's why we do them. So for April, again, I forgot. I think we were up to March. I don't remember what we're up to, but for April, I would either do another seminar or you could do an event or some type of challenge at that point. Again, something else to change it up. May, I think, is a great month for Buddy Week. It's Memorial Day in May. And kind of one of the other things too, when I'm writing out my marketing calendar, I'll put the main holidays in there. So like I know, okay, in May there's Memorial Day. So that's like a whole weekend where people are out, and that marks the start of summer. So Buddy Week right before that is a great way to get started with that. June, again, another seminar is good, another event, maybe something like Suns Out, Guns Out type of thing, or Summer Olympics or things like that. Same thing. Then in July, again, another Buddy Week. Hitting them with the Buddy Week. July is a slow month. Get those friends in, get people in. Again, click the link below. You can get that whole play. August, we do something special. And Jimmy, I'll let you take this so I don't have too much airtime here. So what do we do in August that's special?
August is the month, man. So August is one of those months where people are going on vacation and they're freezing their memberships, and you got a lot of empty space in your gym, right? Probably a good time for you to go on vacation yourself in August. Just to be completely honest, your gym is a little bit less busy, so you're needed a lot less. If you're at the stage that Anthony and I are at, you can kind of take vacation whenever you want. But when we look at August is the opportunity to give away free stuff. Okay, give away free stuff. Now, when you're giving away free stuff, you could give away free stuff online if you wanted, but the problem with that is that you get the Groupon effect, right? People are coming in, they're filling your gym, they never commit, they never close, none of that happens, right? But if you give free stuff to your members to give to their friends, then you're in the money, right? Which is kind of funny, giving something away free, but it's making you money. So what happens is you're going to have these vouchers, okay? So these vouchers for a free month of training for a friend or family member, okay? All the client has to do is fill out their friend's name, phone number, and email on a sheet of paper and take one of the vouchers to give to them, okay? For us, last year, this produced 42 new leads from referral in August of 2022, okay? 42. The close rate on that is super duper high, right? The close rate on that is like 30 people. 30 people became clients from that promo, okay? So it's very simple. beginning of August, you do the free voucher promo. You can call it whatever you want, right? Doesn't matter what you call it. It's a free voucher promo. Set it up, get the contact information just like they're a normal lead. And the way to make this work properly is you follow up with those leads, those referral leads, just like they're from any other lead source. Your team is dialing, getting them going and getting them scheduled, right? You blow them away with experience and then you convert them into memberships, right? So it works great, especially for a month that's typically slow, August, okay? That's the August play. We run that twice a year, but August is the first time we run it.
Yeah, and again, like you said, I think it's a great time to run it because the gym is slow already. So that's August. So now, September, we got Labor Day, right? So remember, September's a great month. We did a whole podcast on that. Go back and listen to it. September's the new January for us in the fitness industry because people have been eating from Memorial Day to Labor Day. So perfect time here. Buddy Week again, hitting those buddies, getting those people in, backing this with a specialty workout or a charity workout of some sort. Again, getting more people in. Everyone's starting back again. Come to my gym. Come hang out with me at the gym. Perfect time for it. October. This is a perfect time actually for a fat loss challenge. I think October is a good month for it, especially if you do like kind of like a longer one because it'll take them through the holidays. If you do a fat loss challenge in October, you can hook them to stay with you throughout the holidays when normally people quit. And that's a great time for it. So October is a great time to do that. We do a seminar, but again, same kind of thing. November, again, charity workout, Buddy Week. And you can have your signature events. Like for us, we do a charity drive for the animals at the animal shelter every November since my dog passed away. It's like a tradition we've started doing. So that's the charity workout that we do. Then we just couple that with Buddy Week and it serves two purposes there. And then for December, it's another one of those referral plays, which is very similar to the August one that we do just to get more people in. But one of the things that I like to do in December is what I call like a free challenge. We call it Project Zero. So it's basically a time in December. It's a month long and all the clients have access to it. And it's basically Project Zero. And the goal is to gain 0 weight. It's just basically to get them to retain and stay for the month of December because December is a month full of holidays and parties. So it's just a good motivation for them to kind of stick it throughout the holidays. So yeah, that's the marketing calendar in a nutshell. Hopefully you guys wrote that down and you have your marketing planned out for the whole year.
That's it. And the only other thing you guys can add to that are some seasonal, like in-house internal promos with your upsells and cross sells. Like certain months you can pepper in like, oh, nutrition coaching is X amount off, or get 3 one-on-one sessions for the price of 2, or supplements are 15% off this month only, whatever it may be, right? You can just throw that in there periodically just to get a little bit of an infusion of cash, right? Very little bit of infusion of cash, but you get a couple $1,000 here and there. It can make a difference for slow months and, you know, just putting a couple thousand more bucks in your pocket.
Right. So if you guys want help with any of this, just click those links below. You can get that play. You can join our Facebook group, and you could also book a call with us, hop on the phone with us, and we can diagnose your business and help you get to that next level. But Anthony and Jimmy, Fitness Profit Multiplier, we are out.